Man, look, they needed this, right? Four straight losses. That streak is snapped. I can say it. Good grief. How important is this game in terms of, like, how can you build off of this?
Well, you call it out. This is one of those games where you're playing against a team, in my opinion, that the Broncos should have beat. So it's a get back on track type of thing. Every phase of the game that the Broncos were struggling, you see them make big plays and improve tonight.
Yeah, offensively, they made Bill Musgrave, I think, did a great job. He was very creative. We were talking about it a little bit. They did a lot more things on offense, put some indecision in the hearts of the Arizona Cardinals, and they just took advantage of it with whether it be the deep balls down the field to Emmanuel Sanders, letting him throw a pass. And the running game was there, so you could have the play-action passing. He had a ton of time, moving the pocket. So it was just overall a great performance.
This was an embarrassing loss for the Arizona Cardinals. I mean, when you have a guy like Von Miller come out and say that they're going to kick the other team's butt, you got to take that personal, man. He is literally talking about every single player wearing Arizona Cardinals. You got to take that personal. If I'm them, you got to come out ready for a fight. Like, you got to come out there something. Show me something.
At home.
Show me something. We saw absolutely no fight today from the Arizona Cardinals.
Or we saw a lot of fight for the Denver Broncos. I mean, you could just give them a ton of. I mean, obviously,
you think Von
everything.
Miller's comment meant anything for his teammates?
I think it was.
They all saw it.
I think well, first of all, you got to point yourself out, which he did. He said, me included. I'm talking about me first, and I'm challenging everybody else. And we're going to go out here in every phase of the game. Defensively, they came out. They caused turnovers. They got after the quarterback. They got interceptions. They scored on defense. They ran the ball, Reggie, effectively. They handed the ball off to their running backs, and they had plays in the running game. Case Keenum, what did he do? He took care of the football, threw the ball down the field for big plays. So it seemed like every phase that was challenged stepped up.
I mean, the defense was just phenomenal. And after the types of games that they've had the last 2 weeks, giving up individual 200-yard rushers back to back, they only gave up 39 yards on the ground to David Johnson, who probably went first in your fantasy draft.
Not mine. Not tonight.
Broncos defense should have gone first in your fantasy draft.
But what is going on with that Arizona Cardinals offense? Let's start there.
A lot. There's a lot that's not going on, and it's starting with the quarterback position, but everybody together. I mean, from the offensive coordinator, the type of plays that they're calling for the run game, for Josh Rosen, they just didn't look in sync today, and they couldn't get anything going. And again, I got to go back to those comments that Von Miller said, because you have to take that personal. That is bulletin board material. When somebody is challenging you to a fight, you got to show up. Von Miller himself wrecked this game by himself, not including the rest of the turnovers that everybody else did on that defense. But, man, I didn't see it today from this team, and that's just embarrassing.
When you say the types of plays that they're calling, you have a problem with, what specifically?
Just, some of the passes, but specifically protecting the quarterback, right? Like, when you know you got a guy like Von Miller out there, and you have offensive linemen who may be struggling or who are struggling, get them some help. Put a running back out there to chip block, put a tight end out there. Give those guys some help so that Von Miller does not feel like he has a free lane to the quarterback.
And also, like, just real quick, the offensive scheme overall, like we were talking about, the pass concepts, they're very cookie cutter. If you're going to be cookie cutter on offense, you have to do things with double moves to get guys off your routes. Because those 2 interceptions that we saw, those pick sixes, they were all over that little 5-yard stick route, and they were all over the slant
concept. But is that coaching when players stop in the middle of their route?
It's both.
Or guys don't finish plays, or they don't do what they're supposed to do, or offensive linemen are not getting effort or bending. Or playing their technique. Like, to me,
it's a combo. That's why
I can't put that on the offensive coordinator.
That's detail. That's what that is.
It's everybody, because that's why you lose by 35 at home. It's everybody.